Hello everyone and welcome to XXML's Potato Kitchen! Today we are making tacos. I made a simple version so we can have easy recipe on my channel as well. I did the vegetarian version, so I'm using vegetarian fake meat. That's what you see here on the screen. I have some garlic, some onion, Brigitte salsa that you can go see my nacho salsa recipe. I will put in the link below or in the corner or whatever. I also have some queso, and also I have some spice that I didn't display on the screen because I have way too much, but I'll list them when I put them. The first thing you want to do is you want to prep all of your veggie that you want to put. You can add some pepper, you can add some jalapeno, you can add some mushrooms. I know most of you will say yuck to mushroom, but you can add mushroom. So first step, melt your butter. You want to have your butter melted. Well, if you use meat, you may not need butter because the meat have fat. But if you use fake vegetarian meat or grounded tofu, you can start with some butter and start soften up the garlic and the onion. Once they are softened, you can add the meat or the seasoning. It's up to you. I do a mix of both. So for the seasoning, you need pepper, salt, oregano or Mexican oregano. And yeah, like I said, I do a mix of those. I start with some seasoning, and when I see that it's ready for the vegetarian meat, I add it in, crush that, and make sure that it is tiny, and mix it with the onion and the seasoning that are already there. Then we're adding some cumin powder, 2 teaspoons, 2 generous teaspoons. All of my seasoning is pretty generous. Some paprika. No, that's chili powder. Sorry. I also put paprika normally. Coriander seed crushed in a paper grinder. It's the best way I found. Some chipotle powder, but there you can add the spicy that you want. You can add chili flakes, you can add chipotle, you can add anything. Just make it spicy. Then you want to mix and cook until it is your taste. Vegetarian meat is pretty dry, so you want to add some liquid at some point. So you'll see I'll add some salsa because it adds some liquid. I think off camera I put the queso, so a few teaspoons of salsa just to add some more flavor. I eventually added some wine as well, just to make sure that the meat is good. So it's pretty much like how to make tacos with vegetarian meat recipe, because everyone knows how to make tacos, but yeah, that's a simple recipe, because you need simple recipe. Here's some wine, because it didn't have the texture I wanted, because I really want the spice to incorporate into the vegetarian meat. So adding some water really helps, because when you use the pre-made envelope of taco seasoning, they say to put this mix into some kind of water before you put it into the vegetable and meat mix. So instead I just put all my seasoning in, and I had some kind of liquid. It can be vegetable stock, chicken stock, water, wine, whatever you have on end. And yeah, once it's ready, you put it aside and you cut the veggies. You could do a guacamole you put on top. I didn't have any avocado, but it would be good. Lettuce, tomato, obviously. And then it's up to you. It's really up to you at this point. You put whatever you like. This kind of lettuce, it's an iceberg. If you don't know how to wash it, you simply remove the core, like I did here. And then you go into the sink and you fill it up with water, and then you empty it. Like from the hole that you just made, you just fill it with water, and then you empty it, and then you fill it again with water and empty it until there's no sign of dirt or bug that are coming out, because yeah, it can happen. And then you just remove leaves by leaves, what you need, and you wrap it in a towel to keep it in the fridge. Then I just rolled the lettuce and I cut it tiny so it's easy to put on top of the taco. And I cut the tomatoes sideways so that it kept the juice. Like, there's almost no juice on my cutting board once I'm done. Because if you cut it like for sandwiches, all the juice are gonna fall out before you have time to put it into your nachos. Not nachos, your tacos. But see, there's barely any juice on my cutting board. So if you start by cutting it sideways, you're gonna keep more juice into your tomato. So that is a good trick. And then how I build my taco, because apparently there's a lot of controversy regarding this. No, I don't start with the meat. I start with cheese. I start with the cheese. I put a good layer of cheese at the bottom. I could have kept that, but I had a lot of cheese already. And then I put the meat that is hot on top of the cheese. Because yes, you have to eat the shells. So hot meat on cheese, and then you put the sauces because you want to season more the meat, because that's where the flavor is going. So you put the queso, you put the salsa, you put the guacamole, whatever you want to put here, and then you put the tomato and the lettuce. It's not important which order for tomato and lettuce. It's more how you think it will fit in your taco at this point than anything. So here's my result. Here's my taco. Quick and easy recipe for a vegetarian taco. I hope you guys try it. I hope you guys will be inspired by this recipe, and will have learned something today. If not, I hope I've entertained you, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Follow me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye!